Jacaranda FM.
Hi, my name is Deon Maas. I'm the author of a book titled Melk die Heilige Koeie. And today I would like to discuss with you the serious issue of the suppression, oppression and repression of the white male. We, at this stage, the white male is the most endangered species in the world when it comes to employment. They get ridiculed in advertisements on television, and it's acceptable. And at the end of the day, we have to start asking whether the ridicule aimed at white men will be tolerated if you had to do it with women, Jews, Muslims, black men, etc. So first we need to look at the history of the white male. The current fucked up state of the world is all caused by white men. That's a proven fact. We also have to accept that they are most of the biggest earners in this country. We also have to accept that there are at least 3-4 million of them in this country, which means that the 5 top earners in the country represents approximately 0.00000001% of the total male white population in this country, which means that there is a very small group of people who benefit from this. So let's look at this in the wider context of the situation. Firstly, all the oaks that they got rid of when companies restructured, when they got rid of white people, they got rid of all the white men. Okay, so then what happened is all these white men, due to their good education, had the opportunity to start their own businesses. Once these businesses started working, new legislation determined that they must take a BEE partner, higher taxes, etc. So again, they were stumped. Then somebody came up with this term called white privilege, which is an incredibly interesting term because it's an American term. And like Black Lives Matter and black people can't be racist, these things have been taken into this country in a whole perverted context. Now, my white privilege, I acknowledge that. I also acknowledge the fact that I had a better education, I have more opportunities, and I have most probably more connections than the average black oak that grew up in a township. So the only thing I have working for me, to my advantage at this stage, is white privilege. So I can't deny it. I can't give it back either. Therefore, I have to take advantage of my white privilege, which is why I'm sitting here being filmed by a black cameraman in a BEE context. What was my point? I can't really remember what my point was. Oh, right, I started off on white men and how they have you seen any advertisements where they take the piss out of women? No. It's always the average older white guy that's the dumb guy, and then there's this bright young person, male, female, that helps him right. So the ridicule of the older white male needs to stop now. At the bottom of the screen, you will see that there's a telephone number that's flashing where you can make donations. These donations will be used to pay for older white men's free international holidays. It will help to pay for them for bigger cars, and it will also help them to afford younger wives.